Beauty and the Beast. Once in a small town, a rich merchant lived with his three daughters. The merchant faced a big loss in his business and overnight he became a pauper. He had to give up his beautiful house, all his property and everything. The merchant with his three daughters moved from such a grand house to a small run down house. The two elder daughters of the merchant kept complaining about their patched dresses, broken toys, etc. But the third daughter, Beauty, never complained about anything to her father. The merchant called her Beauty because her name was beautiful and she had good looks as well as good nature. She always understood her father the best, so the merchant also loved her the most. One day, the merchant went off to the town in search for a job. As he mounted on his horse, he said to his daughters, "If I get a job and earn enough to get some present for you, what should I bring for you all?" The first daughter said, "Papa, I want a beautiful dress and I don't have any good dress to go to a party." The second daughter said, "Daddy, I want a gold necklace." Then the merchant asked, "Beauty, what do you want?" Beauty said, "Papa, I don't have anything. You just come back safe and sound." Since the merchant loved her very much, he again persisted her to ask something which she liked the most. Then Beauty said, "Papa, just get me a beautiful red dress, Rose. I will keep it in my hair." But the merchant said, "Oh, my darling, it is winter. From where should I get you rose in this winter region or season?" Beauty said, "Don't worry, Papa. If you don't get it hardly matters. I will not mind. Just come back safe." The merchant went to the town, but he had a hard time in the town. He could not get any job so far. His two two daughters. He could just get chocolates and fruits. There were no flowers and trees, so he could not find any red rose for his daughter Beauty. Suddenly, the snowstorm blew and merchant found himself lost in the dark woods. After some time, he saw through a blizzard a high wall and a pair of locked wrought iron gates and the end of a road. He saw a huge mansion with the warm lights coming through the window. As the terrible storm started blowing, the merchant, though, "If I could seek shelter here to save myself from the terrible storm." No sooner did he think so, the storm had already swept him into the house. The door cracked open and the candles, delicious food and drinks. He was astonished to find himself to a big house. As soon as he stepped inside, the house was gone. When the guest around the room, he saw a shining silver vase on the table at the corner, and a fresh red rose was kept in it. When he saw the red flower, He jumped in happiness and tried to take out the red rose from the vase. As soon as he touched the rose, a loud roar filled the air. All the candles flickered. Suddenly, the outer door burst open in front of a snow garden. A horrifying man stood there. He was less like a man but more like a beast. He had dressed like a gentleman, but his head was hairy, his body a mass of tangled fur and place of hands he had claws. The merchant nearly got pretended. He said, "Sorry, please forgive me. I just wanted to have this flower for my daughter, Beauty." The beast said, "Okay, you can take this flower, but in return you must send your daughter to me." But merchant gasped and said, "Then I don't want your flower." "No, no, I shall not send my daughter to you." "Okay, I will eat you then. If you want your life, send your daughter to me. I promise I will not harm her," said the beast. The merchant agreed, and the beast gave him a magic ring much, if twisted 3 times, would bring Beauty to the beast's desolate place. The merchant returned to his home. But what said he homecoming? He told about the beast's daughter. Beauty asked, "Really, father? Did he say what?" "He would not harm me. He promised me, my darling, you will have to go once, otherwise he will kill me," said the father. For the sake of her father's life, Beauty twisted the ring and reached at the best place. When Beauty opened her eyes, she found herself in a big, beautiful house. The house gave her a warm welcome. The door flashed open itself. When she walked up the stairs, candle sticks floated to guide her to bed. As she felt hungry, the food appeared on the table on its own. And then, after she finished her meals, I got cleaned on its own. Beauty felt happy. These warm acts of hospitality. She stayed there for some days, but she did not see any beast. She was not at all frightened, but she really wanted to meet Beast and talk to him. One day, when Beauty was wandering in the garden enjoying the beautiful flowers, she suddenly saw a strange looking beast. His head was enormous and looked like that of a lion, with big bushy hair and had sharp claws, but the body was that of a human being. At first she got had sharp claws, but body was that of human being. Pretending, but she remembered her father's warning that the beast would not harm her. Promised, she became little courageous. "Don't be afraid, Beauty. See, he had, I will not harm you. I just came to ask if you are enjoying your stay at my house." "Yes, very well, thank you. You have looked after me very well," Beauty replied. After that, almost every day the beast came to Beauty and they both became good friends. The beast fell in love with Beauty, but she always considered him as a good friend. One day Beast asked Beauty, "Will you marry me?" Beauty replied, "No, I don't love you after this." Every time the beast gave his proposal for marriage a Beauty, but Beauty never accepted his proposal. Every time he asked, and every time Beauty refused him in a very polite manner. One day Beauty sat weeping in a corner. The Beast saw her and asked, "Why are you so sad?" "I have been living here for a year. I really miss my father and sisters. I would like to see them once," said Beauty. As the Beast loved her very much, he did not want her to be sad. He agreed to send her home for a week. "I promised I will be back within a week," said Beauty. She rubbed her magic ring, twisted 3 times, and raced back to her father's place. Beauty stayed with her father and sisters for a week. She told them everything about the Beast. After a week, when there was no sign of the Beast, Beauty thought to extend her stay for another week. Now 2 weeks has passed. There was no word from the Beast. Beauty thought that the Beast had forgotten her. She felt happy that now she could stay with her family forever. One day she was brushing her hair. She suddenly saw the reflection of the Beast in the mirror. He was lying near the fountain, almost unconscious. She shouted, "Oh, Beast, don't die. I will come back. Beast, I love you and I will marry." She twisted her ring 3 times and reached the Beast's house. Beauty felt sad and cried deeply, sitting near the Beast. Her tears fell on the head of the Beast and washed away the magic spell of a witch. The Beast changed into a handsome young prince. She was surprised to see a changed man in front of her. The prince told her, "I am a prince. I wished I had cast a spell on me, made me a beast. Only the true love of a girl could free me. Oh, Beauty, you have removed the spell of witch. Now I will marry you." Then the prince and Beauty married and lived happily ever after.